classics. It's DJ Young and Nut.
All right, good morning. God bless you guys. It is Weird Wednesday, April the 13th, 2022, 14 minutes after the hour. Welcome, guys, to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's Senny, Barbi, Cologne, where you get your morning started right. God bless you. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. That chat room is wide open. Come on, guys, let's gather in. Let's have a great show this morning. Also, if you love to call in and converse with us, the number's 570-982-6950. God bless each and every one of you guys broadcasting live, iHeartRadio, radio.com. We truly appreciate everybody over there that listen to us, this show on the audio side, distributed by Comedy World Network. Thank you so much for you guys over there for all that you do. Shout out to all our affiliates throughout the country. Thank you so much for listening to this show. If you're not on social media or online radio, you could go to YouTube and subscribe to our page, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team business page. Like the page, and you get notified when we go live. Thank you. But please, it's more importantly to download all of these apps that we have on the show, just in case, about to say on the social media side, on Facebook and all our social media platforms that we're on. Download the app is more important, I believe. So, but on social media this morning on Facebook, go to our page, business page, like the page, to get notified when we go live and join our group. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team group. This is where you get your morning love. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We definitely appreciate you. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Senny J, God bless you. Good to see you this morning. Looking well. Good morning, and how are you?
I'm doing great, Shawn. Good morning to everybody listening. We have a great show for you today on this Weird Wednesday. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. You do not want to miss that. Good morning, Barbi.
Good morning, Senny. Good morning, Shawn. Good morning, everyone. Here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from right now, it is 50 degrees. Today's high is going to be 79. Yay. Partly cloudy, but it's going to rain between 6 and 9 p.m. at times. It will be heavy. In Stroudsburg, 48 degrees, 78 for the high, cloudy with rain around 7 p.m. as well. In Newark, New Jersey, it is 53 degrees, cloudy with late rain this evening around 8 p.m., high of 72. 57 in New York City, 69 for the high, partly cloudy. In Atlanta, it is 64 degrees, partly cloudy with overnight rain, 81 for the high, 75 in Miami, 81 will be the high and partly cloudy. In Chicago, it is 65 degrees, going up to a high of 67 today, and it's going to storm all day today. In Los Angeles, 54 degrees, 68 for the high and clear, 69 in Louisville, 72 for the high, clouds and rain all day today. In Rochester, it's 48 degrees, 68 for the high, cloudy with evening rain. That's the weather I have for you all. What's it look like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, where you get your morning started right.
Well, where you get your morning started right, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. God bless you guys, and good morning. We are so excited for you guys to be here with us on this Weird Wednesday. We had the morning buzz, and guys, there's one thing that we could guarantee on this show: each and every morning, your head will be buzzing before 9 a.m., maybe before 8 a.m., maybe before 7:30. So jump aboard that morning buzz, and we guarantee that that'll get your morning started right. Senny, what else you got?
We're also going to have front page news with Senny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally and nationally and globally. So stick around for that.
Yes, there will be some Harvey House sports. You guys stay tuned.
Okay, thank you guys. Welcome to the show. We're going to take a quick break in a minute, and we're going to get into entertainment. We're going to get into the news. There's a lot going on in the world, and we definitely appreciate you guys for taking the moment to listen to this show here on this platform. And all right, before we start, I want to say this. Fellas, what's the turn on with the ladies when it comes down to alcohol on a Weird Wednesday? Do you like the tipsy, 2 glasses of wine type of women? Little flirtatious? Or you like the hardcore, throw it back, and the aggressive, the aggressive woman when you get the alcohol in you. Barbie Klein, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, are you wine or hardcore? What are you drinking?
Depends on my mood.
Okay. So if there was, how many, and I want to ask everybody on a weird Wednesday before we get into the show. God bless you guys. We appreciate you guys being here. Barbie, how many glasses of that wine? First of all, wine. What is your preference of wine, Barbie?
I like a sweet wine. I
Okay.
prefer sweet.
Okay, so sweet. What would that be? That would be
You like your Roscato.
yeah, the Moscato, the sweet Moscato, right?
And Roscato for the red.
Yeah, so
Like that.
black folks, y'all run around there and y'all go to the liquor store, and white folks, and y'all get that Sutter Home Moscato and that pink,
There's
and all
a
that pink Moscato and all that.
There's a few at the winery that I like.
Yeah,
too. Inspiration, it's a few different ones.
So, how many? Before we get to Senny, how many glasses of wine? So, she liked the sweet Moscato wine. And the guys, if you drink, what kind of wine is it? Barbie, how many glasses of wine does it take you to feel a certain kind of way? Because this is alcohol is one of those drugs. Alcohol is one of those chemicals that get you, going a little bit. Get you turned on a little bit. Is that the case for you, Barbie Cologne?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many glasses of wine do you start with the googly eyes, or because it becomes a weird transformation for all of us.
Yeah.
Even for me, that I don't even drink, but I do remember, and I'll share my story. Barbie, on a weird Wednesday before we get into the show, got a lot going on. Guys, if you drink wine, what kind of wine is it? Barbie said Moscato. For me, I'm a co-alcoholic. It didn't matter to me what it was. Barbie, at what glass? Because I think also along with the wine, maybe it might have to be the atmosphere of the place.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a lot of contributing factors into the turn on with wine or alcohol. Barbie, what glass of wine would that be for you on a weird Wednesday before we get into the show that, you start batting them big ass eyelashes and the smile and all the lip gloss and all that? For your experience,
It's usually about depending on which brand I'm drinking, because some have more alcohol content than the others. But if I'm drinking a really good brand that's a high alcohol content, about the third glass.
About the third glass, you're kind of like, hey, I'm feeling myself or feeling what's going on.
Yeah.
Which that puts you in a really good space.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. Yeah, you can hear it in your voice.
Love you.
And what's your sign?
I love everybody.
Right. So you love everybody on the third glass, and if you lock in on a young, just say that hypothetically you lock in on a young man, or just let's say men are just walking around. What is like at the club, at the park, wherever it's social event, what is that trigger after that third wine? What's that trigger that when a guy walks by that you're attracted to? What are you looking at to trigger you to, in your mind, being flirtatious, of course, after the third glass?
Trigger me to speak to him?
Or not only speak, just look like that lustful. What triggers the lust?
The damn alcohol.
The alcohol. Right, the alcohol triggers the lust. But when you see the guy walking by.
If he smells really good, oh my goodness, that's a good smelling man is definitely a turn on, especially if I'm drinking.
Right, so 3 glasses of wine. Barbie Cologne, 3 glasses of wine. Welcome to the show, guys. Weird Wednesday.
Smell him before you see him.
Right. So 3 glasses of wine and a good smelling man will take you there and put you in that lust. Put you in that lustful space. Senny.
Have him be easy on the eyes definitely will help.
Right.
Okay.
So smelling good, easy on the eyes, 3 glasses of wine will put you there.
Yeah.
Right. Senny, God bless you.
Thank you.
Well, it would be safe to say with Senny, location really doesn't mean anything, right? Like the ambiance doesn't have to be. She was in the local bar over the last weekend that passed with the pool table and the stripper pole in there.
He doesn't have the pole anymore in there.
I'm gonna talk to Sharon. Sharon got a video of me dancing on the pole back in the day.
Not the pole.
She got to see that. I want her to put that video in the group room. That's back in my drinking days. Senny, the Moscato. Barbi, what are they saying? The Moscato.
I don't like sweet wine.
Right.
I like dry white wines. I hate red wine too.
Right. Okay.
So
what's your preference?
Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
Or like a Riesling, a semi-sweet.
Yeah,
it's
semi-sweet.
fine.
Yeah.
But I don't drink wine when I go out.
Right. So, Senny, when
I
you
wouldn't have any wine.
right, you wouldn't have any wine, of course.
I have a double shot of Hennessy.
No doubt.
Right.
Right. So, Senny,
No matter where I am.
no doubt. Now, Senny, right?
You don't have Hennessy? What other cognacs do you have?
Right. So, Senny, when you
Or maybe
when-
whiskey. I've tried
Whiskey
whiskey
is
lately.
good.
I went to a whiskey tasting. I really like
okay,
that.
so
Whiskey is
Senny,
nice.
let me ask you a question. On a weird Wednesday, before we get into the show, you walk into a place, you walk into your local saloon. And
Why does it have to be a saloon? I want to be where Barbie was at.
Right,
no,
come where I am. Why he
Right.
right. the ghetto
He
places?
always want to bring me down.
Yeah, he does.
Hear
He
me out, hear
does,
me
Cindy.
Sydney don't like those places
don't
Barbie hang out. They're
understand.
boring.
I do.
Remember
I go
Cindy
to
was
a
a-
lot of nice places.
No.
If I'm just gonna go
Well,
chill
and
with
Cindy
my
don't want to,
friends.
and Barbie don't want to hang out with you. And I proved that the last time we all was hanging out together.
What are you talking about?
Paul, hold up. What you prove, Sean?
Well, at Stacy Jackson's all-white party in that warehouse, Barbie Cologne refused to take Cindy home. Now back to back
the lies
to
you
now
tell.
because Cindy was drunk as hell. Now back
Stop lying,
now
Sean.
back to the
You
whole thing.
said you were getting
Now-
me
Exactly.
Yeah, but
You
you
were
didn't.
supposed
But
to
you
give me
didn't
a
want
ride.
to leave. You didn't
You
want
were-
to leave.
you were
and Barbie was
You were
like,
trying to pawn
Barbie
me
was
off on Barbie.
And Barbie was like, I'm not. I'm going. No, I
No,
can't do it.
she
Basically, that's
did.
what she said. Now, Cindy.
Whatever.
See,
Lies,
that's why
lies.
Barbie ain't saying nothing.
The
'cause
lies
don't
you tell 'cause you lying.
Now, Cindy.
Trying to
Now,
leave me.
now, Cindy, listen to me. Double shots of Hennessy, and how many shots do it take
yeah, that
you?
leaves you.
How many shots of double Hennessy where it take you to get to where you need to be as far as lusting? CJ.
Yeah, just after those will be fine.
Right.
Or maybe like in one other drink, maybe I'll get like a mixed drink after that.
Okay. So 2 shots of what are they saying in the chat room, Barbie Cologne? Let me just get finished with saying 2 shots of the Hennessy,
The corn,
and then a mixed drink.
It's been good. Yeah.
Then a mixed drink, and maybe throw it back with a Heineken.
Why? He just give you all the ghetto stuff.
Yeah, because that's what I used to drink.
Heineken
But it
are
makes
good.
sense because
But
Cindy
it
and
would
I
probably be
are
like
cold.
a Corona or something.
Cindy and I are co-alcoholics, so it makes sense. So, and then Cindy, now Barbie said that a good 3 glasses of wine
Had me feeling nice.
were very boring to me, and then a
But I'm
good
still in
smelling
control.
man.
Is that right?
Cindy, why drink if you want to be in control?
Because I'm a
Sit-
female and I can't be outside putting myself in danger.
Yeah,
Sean.
well, we're gonna.
right.
That's
Barbie.
well,
Okay.
that's the Cindy doesn't believe in that. Now, Cindy.
Well, that's it.
So
Hey.
after the
I
second,
do.
after the double shot, we'll take a break and get into the show. After the double shot and then the mixed drinks, does that put you in that place? That
Yeah.
lustful place?
Yeah.
And then if you saw a man, Barbie said that there's.
I wouldn't say it
lustful,
puts
but-
me in a lustful place.
Well, what place did it put you?
But it does. It makes you feel good. It makes you
Yeah.
feel conversational, things like that. It makes you feel more relaxed. Yeah.
Okay, so after the mixed drink and you see the young man, what does that young man? What would attract you to that young man in an alcoholic state comparison to a sober state? What would Barbie said smell good after 3 glasses of wine? After your double shot and your mixed drink, and that guy walked by, what would trigger the lust?
I mean, I think it's the same. Because if you look good, I mean, I don't think I don't think it's any different. It's always going to be off of appearance. I mean, I would say maybe I might be more inclined to strike up a conversation when I've been drinking with a man rather than if I'm sober, if I, think he's attractive or something like that.
Not me.
I might be more inclined to do that. But
Now, before we take
that's all.
Now, Senny asked me at what point of the alcohol that I become very lustful. Ready to go.
Sean.
Yes.
In your drinking days.
Yeah. In my drinking, the guys in past tense.
Because Sean doesn't drink anymore.
Right. But I remember it like it was yesterday.
Do you?
Sure do. Yeah, of course.
Sean, how many drinks or what was that drink that put you in a lustful place? I know with men it isn't a lustful place.
Definitely lustful.
All day.
No doubt.
Yes.
No doubt. Okay.
That's why he asked us.
Okay. Yeah, because I wanted a woman perspective. I want to know where it's at. Because for me, it was just your boy
You walk
Harvey.
in the place.
Your boy
lusting.
Your boy Harvey went rogue. I went rogue from the beginning. I would walk into the place. We'll start off very gleefully with 2 double shots of coconut Ciroc. You can't drink like that. The vodka. I want the vodka first.
When the vodka first showing.
I want it with the maybe no ice. We ain't got time for that. I don't give a damn about no ice. Boom, we throw those back literally in 30 seconds, Barbi. Then that cold Heineken comes through. Now, when the coconut, the vodka starts to settle in,
Yeah.
the lusting starts because I'm holding that Corona. I'm surveying the canvas and the environment and see what I like. And then after that Heineken, I'm going to throw back another shot. And then after that, in my drinking days back in the day, I didn't care what you look like. Thank God I'm sober today. So for me, it would have been almost the same thing. It would have been the 3 shots and a beer. What are they saying in the chat room, Barbi, before we take the first break?
Princess just said, Sean, you got Barbi reminiscing. She zoned out twice.
Yeah.
Since she shared a story, somebody might be getting a phone call later.
Oh, no doubt. And know that she wants 3 glasses of wine and a man that smells good. What else are they saying?
LaShawn Haynes Jones says she drink Long Beach, excuse me,
What?
or Long Island, and she's talking ish immediately.
Speaking of Weird Wednesday, before we get into the show, this Senny's Barbi's coughing and Senny's face is swollen. I don't know what's going on here.
Allergy season. It's allergy season, Sean.
LaShawn Haynes Jones, God bless you. I used to drink that Long Island iced tea. Senny, I used to throw those things back.
Really?
I used to throw those things back, boy. I used to fall on my face with those Long Island iced teas. Boy, who invented that drink? It should be.
It's good.
It should be a drink that should be taken off the shelves. A mixed drink that no one should drink. It's the worst drink ever.
Everything up in there.
LaShawn, so a few sips of Long Island iced tea and you're done. You're in that state already. Who else, Barbi, before we take our break and then we come back?
Kathy Garrison said a good Cabernet is good for her.
Cabernet.
Yeah.
How many glasses, though, to get you to where you need to be?
Yeah, how many glasses can you drink?
Kathy, how many glasses? I tell you one thing, Senny.
If I don't eat before, then it's just like one.
Then and there immediately.
Now,
but if I've had like a full meal, you create that good base. Then
now, recently, before we take a break, guys, God bless you guys. Welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning start right before we take our first break. Cynthia, recently, my beloved wife came home from work. She's out there working. She's busting her ass. And I think she had the day off the next day, and she's in the crib and she's cooking. She has this, like how your ladies had the glass of wine while she's cooking.
Right.
And which is a dope look, I think. And then she had another glass of wine, and after that second glass of wine, I'm walking by just minding my business, and then she looks at me with these googly eyes.
Oh, she ain't give you the butt tap or squeeze your butt?
And I stopped. I'm like, what? I hit her with what? And next thing you know, we you know, we about, you know.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta
Yeah,
do.
next thing you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, busting that ass. So ladies, whatever, Senny, you're a hater. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat room before we take a break, where's that on a Weird Wednesday? What number count of drink get you where you want to be? Barbie Clone said 3. Good
Kathy
smelling
said 3
man.
too.
Cindy J said without food, it's immediate. With the double shot, she's ready to go. With food, 2 shots and a mixed drink, and she's ready to go.
Right.
LaShawn Haynes Jones, a couple of sips of her Long Island iced tea, and she's ready to go. Kathy Garrison, what she said, 3 drink. What else before
3
we take a break?
glasses.
What else, guys? What are they saying? 3 glasses. So it seems to be
Natalie Turner said that Long Island was her drink in the 90s too.
right. But how long did it take you to
Right.
get to
And
where
how
you
many?
need to be?
How many could you
You guys
take?
gotta stop now. You guys are listening, and then y'all see y'all talking around the question. How many glasses do it take for you to get to where you need to be? Shawn Harvey Morning Show. CJ
Good
Barbi.
morning, Shawn Harvey.
Okay, come on, let's clap.
Good morning.
It's B-Love.
Hey, B-Love.
Hey,
God bless. Everybody, B-Love's on the phone.
hey, T. Morning.
Good
Hi, folks.
morning.
How many glasses? I like this question, Shawn.
Okay. Well, you sound very excited about it.
I like this. Well, because as I'm sitting here listening to you guys, I'm like, I think for me, it varies, right? Like Senny said, it depends on how much I ate. It depends on, you know what I mean? It's really a vibe. Like if I'm sitting down talking to someone and we're having a great conversation and it's a vibe, that can contribute to the, to the high. So a funny man, he could look good, smell good, and if he's funny, it's over. Like that's like an extra little shot on the side.
Right.
So I think it's just very different for everybody.
Yeah.
But for me, the magic number, Shawn, I don't know, about 4.
I've drunk like I said, depending on the wine, because each one of them have a different alcohol content. So I've drank the whole bottle by myself, and it was nothing. There was no buzz or nothing.
All right. So, so for you, are you saying that a funny man, four glasses of wine? Jesus Christ.
That's like a bottle.
So 4 glasses of, God, be 4 glasses of wine, a funny man that you're attracted to, and
That
it's
smells good, it's over.
it's over. And when you mean
Right,
when you
girl,
mean
yes.
when you mean that it's over,
It's over.
What's-
Somebody's going home.
B said somebody go
hold on
over.
a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a
Like
second.
takeout and going home.
So then let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Everybody. The world famous B-Love is on the phone. Don't worry. You know it's gonna be that.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either. Let me ask you this question, B, and I ask all the ladies there. Have you ever got to that place where you've had the 4 glasses of wine and everything was, the whole scenario was perfect? Have you ever got to that state, grabbed a man and said, yo, we are out of here? Have you been the initiator of the lustful after drink sexual escapades? Have you initiated that with alcohol?
Of course, that Wonder Woman be right in that bottle. I be pouring a glass of Wonder Woman every time. Like, hey, boo.
Now, hold on. So, are you saying now that you've been in that place where you got the wine is in you, and you snatched up that boo, and you handled your business?
Yes,
Let's clap for that.
absolutely.
Yes, girl.
Yes.
Now,
Gotta
how,
have brunch.
now,
Yes.
what's that conversation like? Everybody,
It's
be
not a
love.
whole lot of conversation. I think it's just a vibe, and I think it goes back to how us women tell men all the time, y'all talk yourself out of the panties sometimes. It's like, just go with the vibe. You know what I'm saying? If we vibing, don't ask any serious questions. Let's not stop. Let's just rock with the vibe and keep it moving, and don't do anything to mess up these drawers. That's the first thing.
Yeah, but all right, B, everybody, B's on the phone. Be love. We'll talk about our show later on. Okay, now say if a man wasn't in tune with the vibe, but he's kind of following along, but he might not necessarily know that he's about to get the panties, as you said. You said the panties.
Mm-hmm.
How
you don't know?
No, I know.
Sure,
Hold
how
on.
obvious? What we
Hold
gonna say?
on. I know.
Dang,
Wait.
he gotta know.
Let me finish. What is the sign that lets that guy? Because some guys don't know. Some guys, it's honestly, some guys don't know. What is that sign after those 4 glasses of wine, after the vibe, after you see everything was flowing? What's that one indicator from you, B-Love, that the dude know that he's getting the drawers on a Weird Wednesday?
I don't know that it's one indicator. It's a vibe. Sometimes it could be the hey, let's go. Hey, we out of here. Sometimes it's it's all in the vibe in the moment. It's like I can't tell you how to Mac. What's your Mac, Shawn? How do you talk to chicks? Like everybody's individual. So, you gotta see. Just don't do nothing to mess up these drawers. That's all you gotta do.
Okay. So then let's go to that then.
Okay.
What could, and I'll ask all the ladies, what can, the vibe is there, what can mess up the drawers?
Okay.
Since the man don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
What can mess up the drawers?
There's a lot that y'all can listen
And let's
to.
give me 2 or 3. What can mess up the drawers while while you're in this state of lust?
The first thing you shouldn't be asking is like, yo, bro, you got a man. You asking me this now? While we on our way? Like, relax. The second thing is, yo, you got any kids at home? Nigga, I'm a grown ass woman. If I knew what I wasn't doing, I wouldn't be taking you nowhere. Could you shut up? Get in the car and shut up.
Right, just hush.
Okay,
Now,
just move on.
So if
you gonna call me tomorrow? Why are you worried about tomorrow? You can't even get through today, son.
all right, so
Stuff like that.
all right, so if a man says to you in this moment, and maybe he might be naive to the fact about getting the drawers, and one of his fatal mistakes is asking you, do you have a man?
Anything dumb. Do you have
now
because what happens is when you start drinking, y'all forget about the stuff you talked about before. Now you start asking the same stupid questions. You're like, we talked about that. You said you got kids. Yes, I have kids. They live with you. We talked about this. Like, don't be a sloppy drunk. Be a remembering drunk. Like,
I remember.
So
remember stuff.
Right.
I don't get it, because my whole thing, Senny, is if a woman is in that place and ready to give up the drawers, why don't you just say it? What's all the vibe about? Because if the dude don't, if the dude's not want to mess it up, if the dude doesn't want to mess it up, why? If you're initiating B, why just simply while you're in the mood just say, hey, listen, it's time for you to tap that ass. Why just don't say that?
I may have is what I'm telling you. It's like from the time that I'm like, yo, let's bust this move, whatever it is we're doing. From that time, just don't do nothing to mess it up.
Right.
And it's so funny because you guys, it's like if we give men directions, they like, okay, what's the direct way to get there? But and they trying to figure out the fastest way. But when it comes to this and alcohol gets involved, men get in their feelings too sometimes. And then it's like, wait. I'm the chick right now. I done took all the initiative. You about to land this plane. And you getting called Thomas over here. They be getting emotional. I'm like, what's going on? I'm not your therapist. I'm just trying to take you home. So even when you're the most direct, Shawn, I'm telling you, there's still some brothers that could just mess it all up.
All right, let me
so my advice to y'all brothers today, take that direct approach. Don't ask no questions. Don't get sensitive. Girl, you gonna call me tomorrow after all of this. Don't worry about that.
Just smile and nod.
So let me
take my hand and keep pushing.
let me ask you this question then. Oh God, everybody. Shawn Harvey morning show, wake up team. On place whenever you get your morning start right. Is there a sense of power with the panties when you make the decision to take this young man and tear his ass up? Do you, as a woman, is there power in the panties? Is there that sense of when you got them and you're heading to wherever you're going? Do you feel that power? Do you feel it?
What do you want it to feel like?
Right.
Sean? You want it
No,
to
'cause
tell
I'm
you
not
that it's like
I don't know what. I'm not a woman. I'm
It's
asking
not-
another woman. What does it? I know what it feels like for me as a man. B, what does it feel like when you grab his hand and you take him and you're about to tear his ass up? How does that feel? I mean, before the sexual act. Hello?
I think there is a power to it.
Okay.
I think there's power to seduction. And I think there's a power to, you know what I'm saying, the play of the game. Yeah, and unfortunately, because we as women don't get it enough or that much, it now becomes a little, situation because we do understand our sexuality. Most of us do at this age. We do understand, the things that make us sexy or cute. And so, especially when we're drinking, that's when we feel our most comfortable, our most loose. It's like, the inhibitions are down. It's like, I'm feeling like it right now at this bar drinking this glass of wine. You know what I'm saying? So you start feeling powerful. And when you know that you're taking control in the smash, there's a power to it.
Right. And so in taking control of the smash with the power via the alcohol, in your, you use the word seduction, do women, and I'm a man, I'm just asking you, I'm asking you questions, everybody be real talk with B-Lo, so we talking real.
Mm-hmm.
Do women in their mind, I'm asking you, B, do you say, like, I'm about to tear his ass up? Because that's what us men think. We think, like, I'm going to tear that ass up. Do women have that same mentality? Like, do you size up a man and go, I'm just giving you an example, then I'll listen to you. Do you look at a man and go, you know what? I know I could bust his ass.
I don't know if I could bust his ass, but I know I've looked at somebody and been like, yo, he could get it.
Right.
Right. No, I get, no,
If he acts right.
no, hold on. He can get it is one thing. B, he can get it. We all can get it.
No, y'all all can't.
That's one thing.
Right. No, y'all can't get it.
Everybody on earth can get it.
From somebody.
I understand that. I'm saying to you, when you get into that position, do you look at a man, size him up, and go, I know I could have his toes curling like Eddie Murphy in Boomerang. Have you ever sized up a man? I'm asking you as a woman because I don't know. The dumbest question is the one you don't ask. Have you ever looked at a man and said, I'll bust his ass? Have you ever did that?
That's how
Yeah, I wouldn't say bust his ass. I would just be like, yo, I'm going to tear that ass up. Like, it's going to be toes curling. In my head, of course. It's going to be some toes curling tonight. It's going to be some stop and let me get some water, but I'll be right back tonight. It's going to be some stuff. But yes, I think about all of that.
Let's hold on, B. Senny, have you ever been in a situation where you looked at a man and you said, before we take a break, everybody B-Love's on the phone. And you said, in the 6 men you dealt with in your life, have you ever said, I know I could bust his ass? Have you ever felt that seductive way and using the power of the panties, CJ?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely felt like that for sure. Yeah, especially like, when you're with your person, somebody that so like things about them, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, ooh, I'm gonna do what he like, stuff like that. So that makes it, better. Yeah. So
Barbi Cologne, have you ever sized up a man and said, I know I could bust his ass?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Now, B, let me.
And done it.
Now, B, have you ever? LGL Real Talk tonight with B Love on Instagram. 6 o'clock, I think. It was 6 o'clock, right?
6 o'clock, yeah. 6 o'clock
now,
tonight.
have you ever, we're talking about power of the panties real quick.
Yeah.
Have you ever sized up a man and said that you're going to bust his ass and know that you will bust his ass, but then it comes to turn out that he busts your ass. Have,
Yes, I concede. Yes, I've been busted out.
now, Barbie's laughing. I think she's been had a ass busted. Now, B. Now, in City J. Now, in sizing up a man, knowing that you can bust his ass, but it turns out to be you got your ass bust incredibly. Do you now form feelings?
No.
Hold on, B. I'm gonna Senny, do you get these feelings now because your expectations went one way, but you got your ass bust, and now you in the quagmire? Does it develop the feelings now that you want to be with this person?
Well, for me, when I have great sex with people, I do get feelings.
Right. Thanks for your honesty.
It does for me.
Right.
So
thank you.
I don't like to have too many of those.
Now B. You immediately said no.
Yeah.
So there's not one time. I'm a grown ass man. You're a grown. I'm a grown. Let me ask you. I'm a grown ass. I'm a grown ass man. You're a grown ass woman. We chopping it up.
Right.
So there's not one time that your expectations of knowing that you could bust this man ass went into a quagmire and you got your ass incredibly bust, power of the panties, and you never caught any feelings.
Not that I remember.
Okay. Now, Barbi Cologne, when I was out there,
In the streets.
when I was out there serving community penis.
Community penis.
I'm weak.
I can't.
When I was out there just being disrespectful, back in my day, of course. Senny, I was plowing them down. I bust 9 asses in a row straight. And then that 10th one, I got my ass bust. And whatever feelings I developed, it was there. It was almost an obsessive compulsive kind of feeling because I needed to go back. I needed to go back because she bust my ass. And I was a Senny, God bless you. God bless you, Senny, for being honest. I sat there and said, you know what? I caught feelings, whether if it was feelings of love, mostly I believe it was feelings of lust.
It was
but
lust.
I had to go back. I
lust.
had to go back because this chick had bust my ass. Now, Barbi Cologne, let me ask you this and get back to it. Have you ever thought you was going to bust the power of the panties, everyone? You thought that you got your ass busted, and Barbi, when I asked the question, just started laughing. And then turns out you got your ass bust. Did you develop any feelings?
I developed some lustful thoughts. Very lustful. Like, we gotta do that again.
So B, let me ask you this.
I need to
Let me ask you this. So B, do you feel anything? My whole thing is this. Do you have any feelings? The three of us felt something after we got our ass bust. So B, how do you regulate your feelings? Power the panties, everybody. How do you regulate your feelings after four glasses of wine, after taking this guy, holding his hands, serving him up to a place where he's never been, knowing that you was gonna bust his ass with the boomerang Eddie Murphy curl toes, you wind up getting your ass bust, but no feelings at all. How do you do that?
I think for me, it's two different situations because now for me, it's just age. Like I'm not drinking and meeting anybody at the bar. Like I'm just not interested. You know what I'm saying? But back in the days when I was open to that kind of stuff, I just had that mentality. Like I knew what it was. I wasn't going into it looking for anything. Like, you know, I know chicks would meet boys at the club and they would just go have sex and you'd be like, oh, this is my man. And I'm like, huh? Like, I don't understand how this got kicked off. But because it starts out lustful, but lustful doesn't always mean love. And sometimes after that one time, it's enough. Because you gotta understand, it's a vibe. If I'm at the bar and I'm drinking and we're having a good, that's a vibe. That's not all the time. I'm not gonna wake up in the morning and have coffee and be like, "Well, here's your glass, here's your cup of wine, honey. Let's get back to the vibe because I'm gonna need that right now." It's a moment, and it's just like, here's your cup of wine first thing in the morning. Let's get it up for round 2. No, it's a vibe and it's a moment. And after it's over, it's like it's over. And as long as you understand that in your head, and you're like, you're not thinking of anything or you're not open to anything more, then that's what it is.
Barbi, what are they saying in the chat room?
Wait, where is?
They talk about how they can't put body parts. Nothing can be curling because arthritis is true.
Right. Wendy Gonzalez said, "Her toes ain't got time to curl. They're gonna be straight arthritis."
Okay, that's funny. Okay, so that's it. That's all they saying about it. All right. Well, the power, ladies. Have you ever in the chat room and I guess all the ladies here agreed. Ladies, have you ever sized up a man and knew that you was gonna bust his ass, power the panties, but then he bust your ass? Ladies, put a number 1 in the chat room because there's a lot of women out here who says, I bust every man's ass in my life. Guys can't hold up with this and blah, 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 and then whatever.
They be lying.
Ladies, have you ever caught feelings after getting your ass bust? After you sized up the man and he bust your ass?
Beanie Green said if she got her ass bust, it was more like Clash of the Titans and the feelings would be mutual.
because beloved, that's when the feelings start.
Yeah.
That's when it's like, I need it again, and I want it again. I want to see it again, and then next, you see the person again.
Because if it's trash, then you ain't gonna think about nothing.
And then when when that happens, next thing you know, here comes the relationship.
Well, that's what B was talking about when you have to manage your feelings after that. So no, and I told you about this. I told you about sextimacy, and you laughed it off as some BS.
I sure did.
And you're here talking about it right now.
Yeah, you're right.
When people have sex, it's a mixing of hormones. People feel stuff. So yes, I do have feelings like that, but it's up for me to be like, okay, don't call him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just that and da-da-da-da-da.
But if that...
and take it there. So it is a lot of managing of feelings and emotions, especially if it's somebody. I mean, it's definitely easier if it's a one-night stand. But if it's somebody that you're in close proximity to and you're going to see again, or it's going to be, more of the same situation, then it's bound to happen again. And, and then that's when people are like, oh, well, if we can keep doing this and you're single and I'm single, why not be together?
Right.
And then it's usually that's when they gotta, let you know what it is.
But B, so B, then how did you
get your feelings hurt?
But B, how did you regulate your feelings like this? How did that happen for you? How did you regulate your feelings where you didn't feel anything?
I'm not going to say I didn't feel anything. I'm just going to say that I just put it in its proper context of this was a moment in time.
Yeah.
And, it's funny because I have friends that I've known for a very long time and that I've had those relationships with that Senny's talk about, sextimacy relationships with, but it would be like one person, you know what I'm saying, that I could go to for that type of situation. So I didn't feel the need to formulate those feelings with just anybody, unless I was in a place where I was open to a relationship, in which case I'd be like, all right, let's see what's up.
All right,
you just can't have feelings.
And people go on with these things for long periods of time.
Through
relationships. The other people will be in relationships, they still having sex with this person.
All right, IGI Real Talk tonight, 6 o'clock. B, let's clap for B.
Shawn is like flabbergasted.
No,
Shawn knows what it is.
No.
You know what it is. Because he had them soul ties.
Shawn Harvey 2.0, baby.
B.
Shawn got soul ties with a lot of women. They still thinking.
Yeah.
Wondering where he at.
Word
Looking
up.
on Facebook.
Word up.
Let me see what Shawn
Word
is
up.
doing.
See what Shawn doing. Word.
Let me see what Shawn doing.
No, we're not going to move on. We're going to stay right here.
Shawn knows exactly what these are.
No doubt.
Tackling the issues.
Now, B, let me. I'm gonna go out here on a limb real quick. Everybody, be love. Y'all check out tonight on Instagram, 6 p.m.
Right.
Listen, now, I'm gonna go out on a limb, Senny J, and Barbi Cologne, and I'm gonna say that our beloved B Love has never got her ass bust.
I don't know.
You might have thought. Hold on, everybody, hold on. You might have thought you got your ass bust.
Yeah.
Because maybe that might be the reason why you never felt those extra feelings. B, I might go out on a limb because there's a lot of women out here and men that never got their ass bust thoroughly. Now,
That's
B,
true.
maybe you never got your ass bust.
I could have to agree with you.
Thank you.
I could have to
Thank
agree
you.
with you.
Well,
I ain't
statistically,
never had my brains blown back to
Word
the
up.
point where I'm like, I need you today.
Okay, B, let me give you an example. Have you ever was in a sexual act and somebody took you off the bed and threw you in the closet and y'all finished up in the closet? You ever did anything like that?
Was it closet?
Yeah, in the closet. You ever did anything like that?
No,
Exactly.
I was probably
Exactly.
running for the door at that point. Like,
this is
no.
what I'm
first of all,
Who in the closet?
Maybe half of you women, and men has never thoroughly got your ass bust.
well, statistically speaking, 90% of women don't orgasm during sex. So
I
you
feel
might
bad
be
for
right
them.
about that.
Right.
Right.
You can have, and of course, definitely talk with
act.
your partner, because a lot of women are having sex where they're just letting, the men
Get
do
your rocks off
whatever.
and keep it. We finish our stuff up in the bathroom.
They think that it'll be better later, or they're like maybe next time. But a lot of women aren't vocal during sex because, they don't want to be like that. But there are some women that are
Not
like
me.
that. So get yours, ladies.
Do your job,
right.
buddy, or you gonna get off.
B,
Right.
B, God bless you.
Get out.
God bless you, B. B,
So a lot of
I
men
think
getting their
that this
ass
is what I
busted
need
in
you to
the
do.
bedroom.
This is what I need you to do. B, this is what I need. This is what I need you to do. Okay. Listen to your uncle.
I'm listening.
Listen to your uncle
Not your uncle.
or your big brother, depending on how old you are. B.
Big brother probably.
You said call my big brother, Shawn?
No, I'm your big brother right now. I want you to take a moment and take personal inventory of all these situations you've been in your life and think about it. Did you really get your ass bust? Senny J, I asked you this question. Have you ever really got your ass bust? Power the panties.
Yeah.
Barbi Cologne, have you ever got your ass bust?
Yes,
I have.
B, I think
I was in shock.
I think that hearing you, and listening to your spirit, because I could feel it through the phone. I could actually feel your spirit in this room.
Just because she can manage her feelings after the smash, doesn't mean that.
But it could also mean that you haven't been.
I've had it really good too, where I haven't called them after. I just left it as what it was and went about my business. That doesn't mean that you're weak.
Well, you know what? I will summarize it as this, big bro and Senny. That's what LGO Real Talk is all about. The fact of the matter is, back in, there was a time in my life where I was someone who didn't really know her value or worth. And this that we're talking about doesn't make you valueless or worthless. It's what you choose to do in your experience. But part of my feeling that we're talking about, Shawn, you know what I'm saying, comes from that. And so that's why we have the conversations every Wednesday at 6 o'clock on Instagram, where we talk about all this stuff, because now as a grown woman found, I don't move the same way. Mm-hmm. But back then, as a little girl lost, that's how I was moving. I didn't have feelings attached. I didn't want to. I wanted to own my power, and my power at that time was my vagina. And so I was flexing my power, and it didn't have feelings attached.
Okay.
So y'all need to make sure y'all come and check it out every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So that we can talk that ish.
Right.
Senny J, I still, and I hear everything you're saying, B, everything. I internalize everything you say. I believe that you never got your ass bust.
Oh my God.
I don't care if it was back in the days at the Shadow, or 20 years ago, or 10 years, or even during coronavirus or after. I think, put no more chat room if you ever get your ass bust, and court feelings. I believe
something to put on the bucket list.
I believe B Love. You've had moderate ass busting sessions. You haven't had like Navy SEALs sex. That's none of my business.
That infers multiple.
Exactly. I think, but B, I think this is what I think for you.
I can tell you, I'm good on it.
This we're gonna share this. Let's clap for B. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
B, I prophesize for you that there would be a thorough ass busting session in your life where you will come back on Real Talk and talk to us real and say, Shawn, you know what? It happened. I thoroughly got my ass bust. And the reason why I say this is because the consistency is overwhelming. Barbi Cologne admitted to getting her ass bust. Senny J committed to getting her ass bust. Shawn Harvey got his ass bust and caught feelings. Half the people in this chat room got their ass bust on the reverse side and caught feelings. And you the only one that hasn't caught those feelings. So that tells me, Barbi Cologne, that B Love, who we love to death, has not got that ass thoroughly bust in her life.
Maybe,
now, I could be wrong.
Maybe.
I could be wrong.
Or you could be right.
And that's when fellas get their ass, B, before we let you go, that's when you know fellas have thoroughly gotten their ass bust by the power of the panties, because they lose their mind when they lose it. When the fellas lose the panties, they lose their mind because of the power, because of the feelings.
And they start stalking you.
They're stalking, whatever you want to call it. That happens.
Oh, they happen.
So, B, let me ask you something. Barbi Cologne and Senny J have stalked men. Let me ask you this.
I've never stalked men.
Yes, you have.
Who said that?
Oh, yes, you
I have never stalked a man.
Who said that?
Yeah, they ran around and they both caught
No, I
feelings.
did. I did stalk my baby daddy.
Thank you.
I've never
Let's
stalked a
just be
man.
honest.
No, I ain't been honest.
I was just
B,
confirming suspicion.
Thank you.
Okay.
Confirming
suspicion.
Barbie get into her truth one day. Now listen.
I had to roll by said properties.
Right. B.
A couple of times in the night.
Thank you.
Okay.
B,
No.
have you ever B, have you ever stalked or you ever was obsessed? Have you ever did that with a young man, B Love?
Stalk them?
Well, stalk them, emotional.
Oh, I do have a story.
Okay, good. Have you ever did that to a man, B Love?
Yes, very early on when I was younger. Yes, I've done it.
Yes.
Of course. So then that might be the man. Oh, hear me out. Hear me out.
If the whole
That
job is
might
to
be
serve.
the one man in your life so far. That because I want you to take personal inventory. That might be the one man in your life, B, that bust your ass.
Possibly.
There you go. Y'all clap for me. I'm gonna clap for myself.
Because the way you put that, first of all, we don't even know that she has a problem, right? And you just solved something that's not even there.
Exactly.
That's what.
So you're right. Clap for yourself.
In his head, he solved the
That's
problem.
why, B. That's why I'm here.
Sure.
B, let me tell you something. It all sounds ridiculous in the moment, but 2 or 3 days later, that everything else I say on this show, it turns out to be right. B, let me tell you something. That person, whoever that was, that you lost your mind and you ran outside and you looked for, like Senny did,
She
and like
was
Barbi
young. That was her
hormones.
hormones.
Age has
It was
nothing
literally
to do
biology doing that to her.
No. It was literally, because you could still have bad sex in your early 20s and not think about it. It doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. B, this was the one person.
Matter.
B, this was the one person.
Age matters.
No, it
It sure enough does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Because if you had wax sex at 22 or 25 or 30, whatever, you're not going to lose your mind over it. So age doesn't
you
matter.
can.
Let me tell you something.
There are
B.
teenagers
B.
having sex right now thinking that it's the best thing of their life. There are women getting married who have never had sex before.
B.
So what are you talking
B.
about?
And they're gonna be
B,
real
listen to me.
disappointed in some of them.
Your age and your experience makes a big difference on what type of sex you're gonna have.
B.
Definitely does.
B. I disagree. B. I was nasty from the jump.
Sure, your first time having sex, you don't even know what you doing, so it ain't gonna be great.
Okay, see, there you go. Now, hold on, B. Let me stop. See,
And then there are other people
this
who
is a
don't
woman.
experience
See,
after one person.
See, this is the problem with all y'all folks.
Please,
And I'ma
believe me,
share this
I
with
thought
you.
I was having the best sex too until I had
B.
better sex,
B.
and I was like, "Whoa,
B, let
can
me-
it get better than this?"
B. B. Let me share.
That's what I've been missing the
B.
whole life.
I'm constantly looking for the better sex.
C. B. Power of the panties.
Please.
Barbi,
That's the power
Barbi
of the
yells
panties.
out about my sexual experience. Let me tell you this.
I'm talking about in general.
I know.
in
Hear me out.
general.
Hear me out.
Who has the better sex?
When the first time I had sex, and I'm for sure we all remember the first time we've had sex. The first time I had sex, Barbi Cologne, Senny J, and all the others, I was in my late teens, 16, 17, around there, right? The first time I had sex, to my mother, Mom, turn the device down.
Turn it off.
My mother listens every morning. Mom, turn the whole thing down.
Mama Harvey, just leave. Just
B,
leave.
the first time I had sex, it was on Story Avenue in the Bronx, New York, over there by Colgate Avenue. I was messing with this chick over there, right? And I lived over there on Annabelle on 163rd. Her mother was a stewardess. They called them stewardess back then. Flight attendant, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the mother was never home, right? I was sitting I was about 15, 16, 17. This woman was about 21 years old, maybe 22. She was way older than me. But she was nasty already. Oh, hear me out.
We hear you out.
This chick at 22 was a super freak, super slutty. She slutted your boy out.
And you were 17?
No, I was about 16, 17. Yeah. She slutted me out.
First of all, she needs to be arrested, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
of course. Yeah. She needed to be arrested. That's fine. She slutted me out. I stayed with this chick for the whole entire weekend. My family had to call the police to find me I was missing. Because for 2 days, this woman took me someplace where your boy's never been.
Got
And that's where, that's why age to me doesn't mean anything.
But it was
That's-
her age and
that's-
her
Right.
experience
But you
that-
had
that
nothing to do
made
with
it
that.
for you.
That triggered, B.
But you're proving our point.
That triggered the nasty.
Sure, but you are proving our point. You didn't do nothing.
Exactly.
She did all the work. She was experienced.
No.
You had
No,
Yeah,
nothing.
no,
she
no,
was
hey, no,
actually
no, no.
taking she was
Well,
taking advantage
now-
of you.
Now, at the end of the story.
Like, I just schooled that little young boy.
Right.
Right.
She bust your ass.
Right.
Right,
Now-
she
right.
busted your ass, and she
Right.
knew she could,
Now-
and that's why she decided to do it like that.
Right.
And you
Now-
think you were the best
Yeah.
sex she ever
Oh,
had?
I'm sure
Now-
you was not.
Now listen. Now,
At
now,
17,
now,
15, whatever.
Now hear me out, guys. God bless you guys. Now, that was my first sexual experience. But know this, and the men can identify in the chat room, especially the men, especially the nasty men. Even though that was my first sexual experience, I was already. Hear me out. I was already nasty. I was
Right, Reggie,
so.
she snatched his soul.
I
girl.
was, yeah, she did. I'm not gonna admit that.
Snatched
I will admit that.
her
But I
nasty.
was already nasty. Some of us little teenage boys are nasty anyway. We get it from whether our mother or our father. So,
Watching that porn.
so again, when I say to you, B, I don't think you got your ass bust only one time, and you just admitted on this air you got your. And I think, is that person still alive that bust your ass?
Yes, he's my first husband.
We might want to have a conversation. You might need to have a conversation. But you might want to have a conversation with him to go back to that moment when he bust your ass.
We're good.
Right.
We're
We
good.
all right.
Let's clap for B.
Today, he would be he'll be the stalker. and we're good. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
I hear you.
Big game is Bob.
All right, B. Well,
Right.
let's clap for B Love. Come on, let's clap for her. B, where can they find you? And thank you so much. We truly appreciate you.
Oh my God, I love you guys so much. I always have a great time. You can find me on Instagram at LGO Real Talk. You can find me on www.lgorealtalk.com. My show is tonight at 6 o'clock. You never know who's going to come through, so make sure you stop by when we're talking real ish, guys. And thanks, you guys. Senny J, Barbi, and Shawn. Have a great hump day.
You too,
Thanks for having
darling.
me.
All right, we'll be right
Thanks,
back.
B-Love.
Big shout to my son, Big Homie Hill. I see you.
Bringing heat to the street and doing it strong. Smacking you in the face with the classics. It's DJ Young and Nut.
Wait, fix it.
All right, good morning. 18 minutes after y'all. Welcome back. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team. That's Senny J, Barbi Clone, where you get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. That chat room's open. Barbi, what's the local weather like?
Good morning, guys. Here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from right now, it is 51 degrees. Today's high is going to be 79. Partly cloudy today, and it's going to rain between 6, start around 6 o'clock, and it's going to be heavy at times. In New York City, 57 degrees. It's 69 for the high and partly cloudy. That's the weather I have for you all. What's it looking like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, where you get your morning started right.
Get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We surely appreciate you. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team on all Media, thank you so much. Got some. Okay. We got a quick show note. So, Iron Mule Mother's Day, May the 8th. Tickets starting to move. So y'all come on out. Sunday night laughs. Only place to be here on the Lehigh Valley on a Sunday. Straight laughs from beginning to the end at the Iron Mule, 831 South Delaware Drive. Got a great food menu. All items are under $20. So it's affordable to come on out on a Sunday. We have the super hilarious A.G. White as our headliner. So come on out. Iron Mule, 831 South Delaware Drive in Easton, Pennsylvania. I'm going to give you guys tomorrow's schedule. We're going to be shut down for a week. I'll let you guys know that. So, we've been running since the new year. So it's time to take that break. So I'll let you guys know that tomorrow. So what we do is we're going to shout out the room. We're going to show the room some love. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. We definitely appreciate you. And then we'll get into the news and the entertainment. Then we're going to get on out of here at 9 o'clock. So let's see a heart in the chat room. We definitely appreciate you guys. And let's have some fun today. Weird Wednesday. Let's go.
Where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Where the heart's at?
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Where the heart's
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Where the heart's
Turn down for what?
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 For what? Hey, for what? Hey.
All right, one more time, guys. Keep those hearts coming, man. God bless y'all.
Where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Where the heart's
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Where the heart's
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Where the heart's
Turn down for what?
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 Hey.
Hey, shout out to Darren Taylor. What's up, Darren? Good morning.
God bless.
Derek Jackson's in the building. What's up, Derek? Good morning to you.
Then, Dara, don't you live over there in the Bronx in the Colgate area? You live over there? Dara? You live in the Bronx, right? Continue, because that's where I lost my virginity. Never forget it. Senny, where did you lose your virginity at again?
The Poconos.
Okay. Baby father?
Yeah.
Okay. Barbi?
East Orange.
Baby father?
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Alan Swaff McAllister. Good morning. Mike Dixon is in the building. What's up, Mike? Big Mike.
Yo, Mike, what's going on?
Yeah. Now, Roro Johnson is here. Hey, hey, hey.
What time did y'all lose your vagina? Yeah, what time did you lose your vagina in? Your virginity, and what year was that, guys?
When you got that cherry pop that.
What happened?
Shout out to Miss Miko. She in the building. What's up to Miko?
Miko be here tomorrow. God bless.
Disa Scott is here. What's up, Disa?
Disa, call me after the show, please. Call me after the show, Disa. Please. Thank you.
Denise Dimitrov is in the building. Nicole Harris just popped. What's up, Nicole? Good morning to you.
Hey.
Shout out to Lakeisha Berglund.
God bless.
What's up, girl? Patricia Harvey is here. Hey, Patricia.
Oh, that's my sister.
We know.
God bless.
Hey, sis.
Hey, Pat. What's going on,
up,
girl?
Hey, sis, where you lost your vagina? Not your vagina. Your virginity. Where did you lose your virginity? What year was that?
You don't have
Well,
to
there's
say
a
that,
lot of
Pat.
women that lost their vaginas too. Go ahead, Barbara.
It's still losing them.
Still losing some vagina.
Y'all are mad.
LaShawn Hayes Jones said Harlem in 1983.
Put the place in the year you lost your virginity.
Dara said she lost my home, Washington Avenue in the Bronx.
There you go.
I'm sorry, in the BX.
In the BX. There you go. All right, come on.
Rashawn White is here. What's up? Derek Evans is in the building. What's up, Derek?
Put your year and the location, the town where you lost your virginity.
Location where you lost your virginity,
Yeah,
y'all.
let's do that. Let's have some fun today. Before we
Male and female, either one of y'all, all y'all.
and if you lost your vagina, let us know that.
Word.
There's a lot of lost vaginas out there. There's two of them sitting here next to me. There's two lost vaginas sitting here next to me.
So we ain't lost. Our vaginas is not lost.
I know,
Oh,
right?
let's clap for
I know,
Barbie's new helmet.
I know right where it's at.
God bless.
Screw you, Joy. Shout out to Derek Evans. Good morning.
Shout out to the Lost Vaginas. There's two
Marlene
of them sitting
Brown.
next to me. They've been lost for several seasons.
Sure, stop telling everybody our business.
He's ridiculous.
I don't know. Getting on my nerve. Amir Sealy in the building. What's up, Amir?
Hey, Amir.
Shout out to Natalie, right? Hey, Natalie. Good morning to you. Wendy Gonzalez is here. Hey, girl.
Hey.
LaShawn Haynes Jones is in the building. Benny Green. Shell Shampoo. What's up? What's up? Shout out to Princess Cox. Good morning, Mr. Robinson. Hey, boo. Shout out to Terrible Lee Scott. What's up, Lee? Nathaniel Jones is in the building. Hey, Nathaniel. Damn, Princess said 1230 Pennsylvania Avenue, apartment 16H in Brooklyn. Dang, Princess.
You putting somebody's whole business.
That's
down.
right.
Cal Stewart is in the building. What's up, Cal? Good morning.
Cal.
Hold on. Everybody, this is for you. Continue. I want to give a moment of silence to the two lost vaginas in this room right now, CJ and Barbi Cologne.
Hang that.
What lost vagina?
Right. It's not lost.
Ours are very much here.
Right. Nice and warm and toasty and protected.
Moist.
Right. I'm trying to keep it nice.
I want to give it.
Mine's is moist.
I want to give a
times
moment of
of the
silence
day.
We
to.
just waiting. We just waiting.
I want to give a moment of silence for Barbi Cologne's and CJ's vagina right now. Okay, continue.
Shout out to Alicia De Leon. Good morning.
Hey,
Sure,
girl.
you so damn disrespectful. Bernadette Wilson is here. Good morning, Sure.
This
Kathy Gaffin is in the building.
is for Senny J's and Barbi Cologne's vagina.
Whatever, Sure. Kwani Kwan is here. Hey, Kwani. Shout out to Trina Pinker. What's up, Trina? Muriel OG is in the building. It ain't that damn funny.
Oh my
That's good.
We ain't out here being loose pagooses.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
we
We're
ain't loose in the
protecting
pagoose.
it.
Right.
There's a lot of
That mean
intruders
We
out
got
here.
our walls, Sean. All our walls. Okay. We ain't loose. That's all it means.
Moment of silence for.
Okay, so that's right. Turn it up, because I'm silent.
A moment of
Damn it.
silence for Barbi Cologne's and
That's
Senny
right.
J's vaginas right now.
That's
Hold on,
right.
everybody quiet. Let's give a moment of silence.
You're a hater. That's the problem. 'Cause you don't know. You don't know what's going on.
I know what's going on.
Oh,
Go on.
goodness. Shout out to
Even after 4 drinks.
Whatever.
Oh gosh! Shout
I'm not
out
listening
to
to him.
Muriel OG. Good morning, Muriel. Judy Blackman is here. Hey, Judy. Good morning to you. Are you new to the show, Judy?
People don't need to have sex.
Right.
There are plenty of people that are
wait a
celibate
minute.
as well.
Wait. I said right. I take that back. What?
I mean, the
Wait,
fundamental use of it is to procreate. You can do just fine without
But I
it.
like it without having to procreate. I love it.
I mean, we are what I think us and I forget there's one other animal that has sex for pleasure. Just come on.
Girl, if it ain't pleasurable, I don't want it.
This is
Just saying.
this is what I
But
hope.
that's what they're saying. Animals only have
Yeah,
sex
I
when
know.
they're
Procreate,
gonna,
to
you know,
procreate.
when it's mating
This
season.
is what I
Other than
hope.
that, they fine.
in the next
Not
couple
me.
in the next couple of seasons, I hope this happens to Barbi Cologne's and Senny J's vaginas.
Hey.
The summer is just a month
It's
away.
right. It's coming.
Don't
I told
worry.
you, Sean.
That ain't happening in a minute.
All the
That's
prospects will be outside,
Right. It was cold.
as will I.
Right. We're gonna be out in these streets. Hey, drinking, batting our eyelashes,
I hope that this.
smiling our pretty smiles.
I hope that this happens to you both this summer. With your both of your vaginas.
Me too.
Continue on.
Shout out to the Godfather Solo Tracy Ray. What up, Tracy?
I hope that happens for her too.
Me too. I was just saying. All right.
You know, a lot of people hype you up and then
Right.
let you down,
And don't, baby.
literally and figuratively.
I'm gonna let you know that was trash. You are basura.
At this point, it doesn't matter what you'll get at this
it
point.
matter because I can go in my drawer.
Yeah, and it's
Well,
even
that's
worse. It's even
that's
worse
the
when you've
problem,
been
too.
waiting long for
Right,
it.
in anticipation.
You get it,
and you just let
Who else in the
down.
chat room?
Shout
You know
out
what
to
I'm saying? It's a big
What's up,
let
B-Love?
down.
Right.
And a lot of that be happening to these men on
It's,
these drinks, too.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
a lot
talk
of
about that.
It's a lot of you women out
How
here.
many drinks does it take for y'all men to, you
Have
know,
a little ED.
stay engaged? Can we ask that?
Well, who else in the chat room? Because this is what's really going
Valerie
on right
Thomas
now.
is in
Falling
the
With two
building.
vaginas in this room. Okay, who else?
Sean, mind
Oh,
their
please.
business. Vanetta George is here. Hey, girl, hey. Shout out to Richard Nunn. What's up, Richard? Younger Nut is
They quiet on that?
right. I don't see all y'all fellas had something to say when you was talking about the girls' drinks. But all of a sudden, y'all quiet as hell now.
Yeah, because the vagina was going to be garbage anyway. Who else in the chat room?
That's all. That's it.
There's a lot of garbage vagina out here, too. Though.
Well, I mean,
There's a lot of garbage vagina out here.
That's your response?
Right.
That's your response to men not performing on alcohol is that women's vagina is trash.
Yeah, trash. It's a lot of
Vagina
trash.
really ain't.
They looked and said,
The
you know what?
accountability
It's the
is
same.
nowhere with men.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
y'all not getting it right and ready.
Well, then why is we having a moment of silence for both of your vaginas?
That's because we good over here.
All right, Senny, let's go into
Like I said, we
some.
nice.
Let's go into some entertainment. Let's clap. Senny, what you got over there other than
He's a lead of OGs low, right? The
that?
OGs.
What
we
else you got over there other than that dead vagina? Okay.
Oh my God! Not the dead vagina.
Okay.
I need where's
Listen.
HR? I need HR in here right now.
Right. Like,
Where the hell is HR?
there has to be a moment when this has to stop.
Well, then get some slong. It'll stop when you get some slong.
You got
If
to
we
stop.
do, we ain't telling y'all short because you gonna tell everybody.
Now, if I slap him, that's a problem.
Right, right.
Dead vagina.
They gonna,
Listen,
like,
my
cancel
vagina is
CBJ.
very much alive. I've had 2 children.
Okay.
Kept the man like it's done what it's supposed to do.
Your vagina died in
She's
2000.
taking a sabbatical.
Your vagina died in 2019.
You know what, Sean?
And Barbi died in 2020 when we came back from Costa Rica. 2 dead vaginas.
Mine
They need
is-
to
Mine is on.
They vaginas need pacemakers.
The baby lady-
They're proud of their dead
Clear.
vaginas. Too.
My vagina's
Dead
on a
like a
break.
Right.
Okay.
She's taking a break.
Okay.
We
Cool.
help
She'll be back in the summer months. She was hibernating.
Right. Our pH balance is great right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we ain't got to worry about that.
Do you
Gotta worry
guys
about
hear
y'all.
these two right now?
It's the truth. The women know what we're talking
Right.
about.
We good over here.
We all need a cleansing season.
I hear that.
Gilbert Gottfried is dead at 67 after a long illness. His family is saying legendary comedian Gilbert Gottfried has died. We are heartbroken to announce the passing of our beloved Gilbert Gottfried after a long illness. His family announced in a statement on social media. In addition to being the most iconic voice in comedy, Gilbert was a wonderful husband, brother, friend, and father of his 2 young children. Excuse me. Although today is a sad day for all of us, please keep laughing as loud as possible in Gilbert's honor. Love the Gottfried family. And Gottfried's rep, Glenn Schwartz, said that the comedian died from a heart abnormality called ventricular tachycardia due to myotonic dystrophy type 2, if I'm saying that right. According to the Mayo Clinic, ventricular tachycardia is a heart rhythm problem caused by irregular electrical signals in the lower chambers of the heart. And myotonic dystrophy is a type of genetic muscular dystrophy that, according to National Institute of Health, affects the muscles and other body systems. Gottfried began doing stand-up comedy around New York City when he was just 15 years old. By the 80s, he had appeared on Late Night with David Letterman and had a short stint on Saturday Night Live. He was known just as much for his raunchy bits as his unique voice, lending his one-of-a-kind voice to Aflac commercials for years, as well as famously voicing Iago, the sidekick to Villain Jafar in Disney's Aladdin, and a host of a lot of other movies. So, shout out to Gilbert Gottfried's family.
And
yes.
you know what? I've worked with him
So
several.
surprising.
Yeah.
I've worked with him on several occasions, and Yes, very raunchy with his comedy. It was so funny, but just off stage, he was just really a good person, and he worked so hard. And that Gilbert Gottfried is the way us comedians want to go out. He had his whole schedule was booked up. He worked over the weekend and came home and dropped dead. And that's the way us comedians want to go out.
Shawn.
I've said it many times on this stage. On this show, I want to fall out right on stage.
Not on the stage.
Right there. Boom, boom. What happened? Shawn died on stage. That would be the crescendo of my career. Gilbert Gottfried, my friend, just like the other guy. What's the guy that bumped his head and died? What's this guy's name?
Full House Dad.
Bob Saget.
Yeah, he slammed his head up against a piece of furniture and fell out right after the show. That's the way comedians go out.
Shawn.
We just dropped dead. Blap. So to you, my funny friend, I'll see you one day in the comedy guys over there with the comedians on that section where we'll all reminisce about the funny. But you went out like a comedian's supposed to go out with a full schedule after a weekend event.
Yeah.
God bless you, sir, because you don't want to be a comedian with no schedule and die. What was your purpose? What else, man? That's how comedians want to go out. Bobby, it sounds weird, but that's how we want to go out. We want to go out with a full schedule or on stage. Done.
Now they scrambling to find somebody to place them.
Yeah.
Well, then they could get the weekend.
I know he's filling in
He
everywhere.
wants $8.6 million. He could take over Godfrey's schedule. Okay, well,
Gotta be funny for that spot.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. This has started a couple of years ago, and I'm surprised it hasn't been getting as much press as it's supposed to have been getting. But, you know, Johnny Depp was married to this woman, Amber Heard, and they ended up getting a divorce, but it's been a really contentious divorce with claims of abuse by Johnny Depp from saying that Amber Heard abused him. So they're finally going to court for this now. And there's been, you guys know Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean. Amber Heard, I think his girl I think she's a model or something like that. I don't know what she's in, but here we go. Johnny Depp had sued his ex-wife for defamation in 2018, seeking $50 million in damages after she wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post about being a victim of abuse. Even though Heard didn't name Depp in the op-ed piece, Depp's lawsuit said that the piece implied it was about him, and because of that, he's lost out on film deals and his reputation has taken a hit. To prove that Heard is responsible for the damage to his reputation, Depp's attorney must show at trial that what she said in the piece was not only shocking, but untrue. During opening statements, attorneys for the actors told the 7-person jury in Fairfax, Virginia, their sides of what they both agree was a violent relationship. Depp's team said that Heard was the physically abusive one and that he would lock himself in the bathroom to avoid her. Meanwhile, Heard's team described several instances of Depp getting drunk and high and physically and sexually assaulting her. At one point during their marriage, Heard found naked photos of another woman on his computer, and when she confronted him for cheating, both Heard and Depp threw punches at each other. Johnny Depp punched and kicked his then-wife Amber Heard during a 3-day blackout in Australia. Then, in a later attack, dragged her by her hair, pulling out chunks, said Heard's attorney during opening statements yesterday of the trial in which the jury is going to decide. She loved the side of Johnny that we see in the movies, the charismatic one, the charming one, the generous one. That's the man she fell in love with. But sadly, the monster came in the way, and that monster would come out when he was drinking and when he would take drugs. Depp's attorney said the actor would book an extra hotel room when the couple traveled so he would have somewhere to go when she became enraged. While they were in Australia, his lawyer said Heard threw, this is his side of her story. Yeah. He said that Amber threw a vodka bottle at him and it severed his finger. And her attorney said that Depp cut off his own finger. Heard's attorney said that when she wrote for the Washington Post was protected by the First Amendment and it couldn't be considered defamation because Depp was physically abusive toward their marriage. So this is, the stuff is coming out in this trial. It's developing. And I didn't know this was going on in Johnny Depp's life.
I was actually reading that, walking in, and I was like, wait, what?
But it seems like they're both this was a violent relationship,
right?
For sure.
Towards
They're
each other.
they're both wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess what the matter of this issue is, why'd you write about it?
Right. Yeah.
And girl, what you were with him? I think they were together for like 5 years. Let me see. So who else is you writing about?
Exactly.
This sounds like W.M. Dixon's relationship with his baby mother.
That's WM.
Getting his ass whipped. And some women are out here whipping men on their asses and vice versa. Yeah. And this is a toxic relationship. They both are out of their mind. Yeah, Johnny Depp.
They were only married 2 years. Yeah. All of this.
Damn, all that 2 years?
Well,
hold on.
Well, it shows they were both busting their asses literally. So Johnny Depp, who we know from way back the 21 Jump Street days, and then after that
Edward
he got
Scissorhands.
Yeah. Then after Edward Scissorhands, he got really weird, and he just became this different guy.
Yeah,
like he's just
almost
turned into some kind of character. Like he became this.
Like he was living.
Like he was from the middle of the country, became European. He lost his identity. Did drugs and alcohol. There's a lot going on with this dude. So I kind of believe her in a sense. And for only being married just 2 years, y'all was fighting before when y'all started dating.
Right.
She's writing about it. Of course, she's gonna write about it.
It's that story.
And it's Johnny. Stop with the drugs and stop drinking so much. And you won't be getting your ass whipped. And that's the problem here. You drink and drug and you talk a lot of mess, and then you want to beat somebody, and then she wind up whooping your ass. And we're not talking about power of the panties. She's literally taking her fists and beating you. And some men like to get beat. I don't know. This is still criminal. It's domestic violence. They both need to immediately separate from each other. They're not there. No, they're in court for divorce, right?
Yeah.
Right,
they're in court for right now they're in court for this defamation lawsuit.
Yeah. Isn't she suing for $100 million a countersuit? Hers
No.
is $100 million, right?
She's countersuing him.
Yeah.
All I saw was that he was suing her for $50 million.
Do they have any kids? There isn't kids involved.
No,
Because
I
if
don't
there's
think
no
they have
kids
any
involved, then everybody cut each other a check and move on. And Johnny could go on to the next woman and start hitting on her, which I don't advocate, of course. And the other young lady, you could go beat up on another man, and y'all separate from each other because this is too much. It's may become very violent. Somebody's gonna get killed. And 2 years, Jesus Christ. The beatings don't usually start until year 4. Go ahead, Sam. What else?
Yeah. No, he
And
has.
what's gonna happen to you, Johnny? Just like the other guy that got killed by the Babylonians, and stabbed her right in his heart.
No,
in the chest.
He has 2 kids with a woman named Vanessa Paradis, but he was never married to her.
But what about the other lady? He got kids by this woman that's whipping his ass?
No, he doesn't have any kids with
All
her.
right, so then fine. Cut a check and get out of there. Miss, stop writing in your op-eds. Op-eds, what is that? The New York Times op-ed.
It was for the Washington Post.
You haven't had any op-ed in a minute, CJ.
Stop telling our business.
Rihanna has been recently seen. She's posing. She's on the cover of Vogue magazine and had a couple of things to say, seemingly, talking about her pregnancy. We're so happy for her. While she was posing for the cover of Vogue, the billionaire spoke candidly about her wholesome relationship with Harlem rapper boyfriend A$AP Rocky. Rihanna, who's 34, is normally very tight-lipped and private when it comes to details of her personal life. However, talking about A$AP Rocky, she shared how he was able to move out of the friend zone after so many years. She said, "People don't get out of the friend zone very easily with me, and I certainly took a while to get over how much I know him and how much he knows me, because we also know how much trouble we can land each other in." During 2012 VMA's performance of Rihanna's hit, A$AP Rocky opted for a bold move, appearing to take it upon himself to he grabbed her ass while on stage, to which she said that was not part of the rehearsal. And I was just like, what are you doing? But expecting a blow up, the artist and them definitely created a friendship after that. Rihanna also shared what she loves most about being in love with him is revealing how they became inseparable during the pandemic. She says he became my family in that time. She said, I love the simple things, but also the grand adventures. There's no pretentious, my brand, your brand stuff. It's just us living.
Right.
I just feel like I can do any part of my life by his side. People, have been questioning, if she's going to get married and things like that. But right now she says she's not really thinking about that. They're just focusing on the baby.
That's right. Just live in the moment, girl.
Well,
right. People say stuff about, because Kylie Jenner, she is another one. She has 2 babies by Travis Scott. They're not married. Rihanna's not talking about marriage. So they say it's like a conversation to be had about women, powerful women not feeling like they need marriage, or is it just a financial thing, or do they really not believe in it?
Yeah.
So I think there's something to be said about
Well,
that.
I think that with this, it was ASAP Rocky. God bless you, brother.
He's so ugly.
And whoa.
I mean, he a little strong in the face.
Whoa. Now,
I
but you
picture her
see,
with somebody different.
but the love
Right, yeah.
supersedes. See, this
He
is why.
definitely does.
That's why.
Love
See, that's why the
supersedes.
world is full of haters. ASAP Rocky, young man. God bless you. You are in love with this woman that happens to be a billionaire and a superstar, and she loves you too. Don't mess this up, my friend. Even you, Rihanna, don't do the Jennifer Lopez thing, whoever you have before. My whole thing is this: you guys have a baby coming, and if you want to get married if that's the case. I mean, if it's not in the conversation at the
prenup,
moment,
girl.
if it's not in the conversation at the moment, that's fine. But if you guys have fallen in love and you're bringing this bundle of joy in it and everything seems right, it's fine. Get married, have a life. I think it's something beautiful that this rapper from Harlem has his lady as a superstar. That's a very talented woman, fine as hell, and this is a good look. I salute you. I salute their relationship. I hope it's everlasting and it's a good look. So if marriage is on the table, go for it, both of you.
Right.
I truly think that this might be something that's needs to happen, and so the world could see it. Now, of course, you're gonna have your haters.
Of course.
These two over here worrying about physical appearance. When
That's because when we used to seeing Rihanna with different types of men.
See,
that's all it is.
That's being.
That's all
no,
it
no,
is.
that's-
I want
no,
to see her with somebody
no,
else.
that's-
No, we just used
no,
to see her
I
with
do.
different
No,
types of men. So
no,
that's
well,
it.
that's being judgmental. Now, my
No,
whole
we
thing.
just
That's being
comment
judgmental.
on what we've
Yeah,
seen
it's being
her with.
Yeah, no, it's being
We're not
judgmental.
judging.
Because you're judging Rocky for being the way he looks. Love
Strong in the
right
face,
now,
strong in the
and that's the
face.
problem with a lot of you women right now. This is a perfect example. You're so worried about the optics when there are so many honey out
We
there. So
just
many.
used to her being with somebody.
Listen,
No,
if
I know,
they're
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I
in
can
general,
comment on how they
I
look.
know. I'm not saying that. I'm
strong
just
in
We
the
saying.
got our own opinion. We ain't
I
judging.
know.
we
I'm
ain't
not
giving
saying.
our
I know you
opinion.
guys your own
I'm
opinion.
judging.
I'm
Rihanna, you
saying
could've
this.
did better.
She's
You said I'm
she's
You could have
she's
did better.
judging.
And he came out talking about he had
What?
a sex addiction. Like,
What?
come on, bro.
So-
like,
she could too.
She could have just did better.
Wow. See, and you're gonna tell me that
I don't
that's not
care.
judging.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
am.
sit there and tell me
I
that's not
am.
judging.
I
My
am.
whole thing is this: you guys,
Not my
Rihanna and the rapper Rocky. God bless you. Continue on your path. You got a friend here in Harvey. These two over here, these two over here, I don't know what's going on with them. But my whole thing is this: God bless both of you. And God bless your union, and God bless this child that's coming in. And hopefully one day we'll see you guys married. And you see how they said they're not worrying about nobody's brand. They're not doing none of that. Because everybody's a brand stealer, a brand taker, incorporating a brand. Things like that you don't do, because if it comes from a place of malice, it never works. They are saying this unconditionally.
Yeah.
And this is something that we need to absorb and see and cherish and wish them well. But we live in a polarized society. We don't wish nobody well.
I wish them well. I'm just saying, really, girl?
That's wishing. So that's funny.
Really,
So-
girl?
so-
That's the best sugar
so-
home.
and let me
To put a seed
Now-
in you
now-
all these years?
Now I know
That's
she's
what
just
you gonna
joking,
do?
but Barbie, let me tell you,
Send
here's
you
the
a
problem.
mess.
I know
That's
she's
what you gonna
joking,
do?
but let me tell you how real it is. If Rihanna walked in here right now, she wouldn't say that to her.
She was saying that to
She wouldn't say that to her. Continue. What's next? What's next? Let me see. Boy, you're a hater, boy. What's the problem? It's two couples together.
He do look
So
like,
what do you mean strong?
No, because she always have like different type of men that she normally would date and be around. And they just seem like they so opposite. That's what I'm saying. I ain't
Visually,
yeah,
and
I'm
that's
saying.
judging. Go ahead,
No,
Barb.
I'm
That
not
is
judging her.
That is judging.
Braces?
No, I'm
You
not
guys
judging.
are
I ain't
on a
saying
judge
she
fest
was,
today.
No, I'm just saying that we just used to seeing her with different types of
I'll
men.
take that.
And they just look so
I don't
opposite.
care.
That's it.
What else?
I
Cindy?
am judging. That's what happened.
Thank you for your
said,
honesty,
I'm
Cindy.
judging.
Thank you.
Um,
Because that's
yes.
exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, I know.
Thank
It's
you.
Fine. It's fine.
Barbie's in
I have no
denial about
problem.
I
it.
didn't say, she should be with because he's ugly.
That's what you're
I know
saying.
what I'm saying.
That's what
I
you're
just said
saying.
we're just not used to seeing her with guys like him.
You're
because
judging him.
She used to.
Barbie,
I didn't say. I'm
Barbie,
not
you
saying
are
that she should be
judging.
ugly. We will.
Barbie, you're judging the man.
Whatever, Sean. Go ahead, Cindy.
Yeah, the first thing out of his mouth, see, whatever. The first thing out of your mouth is, why him or he looks like that. That's
Barbie
judging.
didn't say that. I said
did-
that.
right.
Barbie
she
didn't
agreed.
say that.
Go ahead,
I
Cindy.
just said we used to her being with different types of men. They just look total opposite.
All right, go
I
ahead.
didn't say I didn't think she should be with him.
Clean it up all you want.
I'm not clear. I'm saying what I said
Go
from the
ahead.
beginning.
Go ahead. Y'all got to stop judging.
Go ahead, Cindy.
God bless. God
Please.
bless. God
he
bless.
over there talking about what's her face from Married at First Sight. You
Right.
dogged that girl out for weeks.
God bless you, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna.
And he
God bless
over here
both of
talking about God bless A$AP Rocky.
And then
Please, Sean.
And then the story
be quiet.
before. And then the story before that, you got two Babylonians killing themselves.
Sean, what do you think about Michaela?
Who's that?
From Married at First Sight.
She's a trashy whore. Continue.
Subway.
Listen, she's a whore. Why you judging her? Why
So-
you judging her?
That's
You
what I'm
judging her. You called her a whore. You
She's
judging
what I
her.
was
she's a
saying,
slutty
Barbie.
little whore.
Why you judging her?
That's why Barbie don't listen to him.
But if she was in a
It's
relationship,
power of the panties showing she in
she
control of her
has
vagina.
no.
That's
She
all.
has no. She played it, and nobody, everybody forgot about it already. Go ahead.
Star Vern. Ain't nobody said nobody was perfect, girl. We talking about.
No,
Listen,
yeah, because Star knows that everybody knows that you guys are judging.
You
Oh,
judging?
Lord.
You are judging.
Look,
If A$AP Rocky was single, right?
I'm judging
Barbie,
and
come
I
on.
don't care.
And
A$AP
thank you.
Rocky
I
ugly.
appreciate. Right, I appreciate.
I don't care.
So Barbie, if A$AP Rocky was single and he came in here and took a liking to you, wanted to take you out and go out, you go out with him?
He's not really my.
But would you go out with him?
I'm probably not.
Okay, so this guy who's a world famous rapper, that doesn't mean his occupation doesn't mean nothing. He's a multi-millionaire.
I don't.
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
Look,
He's a multi-millionaire.
I understand that.
He
Sean. You said
travels
that.
the world.
You said that.
If he came in here right now and said, "I like you, I want to take you on a
we
date,"
can be friends.
and you're not gonna pursue that.
No.
Cindy, if A$AP Rocky
No.
came in
I'll be
here and he
honest,
was single
no.
and he was doing his thing and he took a liking to you and wanted to take you out and see where this would go, would you go?
Yeah, I'd go.
Cindy, ask me if Rihanna came in here and she was single and
I'll
I
go
was
out.
single.
Rihanna will go.
Ask
She's
me what I would
beautiful.
do, Cindy.
Would you go out with Rihanna?
Of course.
Sean?
What's the next story? So Barbie.
I'd go out with Rihanna.
Exactly.
Right. Shit, I ain't even gay. I'm like,
It's
hey,
not
girl,
the
you want-
same.
She's beautiful, Sean.
I'd go out with A$AP Rocky, but I would just know I've had
Like, we
better.
can be friends.
I've had better looking.
Wow. Barbie
and I would just go to
turning
sleep
Turning
as that.
down A$AP Rocky song. Go ahead,
But
Cindy.
nah, I mean, we
I ain't
can
mad
go
at
on a
you.
date or whatever. You can buy
Wow.
the police on Tuesday evening, yesterday, identified a man that they called a person of interest in this mass shooting, one of the worst outbreaks of violence in the subway in recent history. The man, Frank R. James, who's 62 years old, was named as a suspect yesterday morning by Mayor Eric Adams. Authorities said that people should call with any information they had on Mr. James. The shooting took place on yesterday morning in the Sunset Park neighborhood as a crowded N train approached the 36th Street station. A gunman donning a gas mask tossed 2 smoke grenades on the floor and fired 33 shots before fleeing the scene. In addition to the 10 people hit by gunfire, 5 of whom were critically injured, at least 13 others suffered injuries related to smoke inhalation. falls or panic attacks. Police officers say they believe a collection of belongings left on the train, including a Glock 9mm handgun and the key to a U-Haul van that was later found, belonged to the gunman. Mr. James has addresses in Wisconsin and Philadelphia, and the authorities are offering a $50,000 reward for his capture. He appears to have posted dozens of videos on social media in recent years in which he expressed a range of harshly bigoted views and criticized the policies of New York City's mayor, Mr. Adams. New York police officials and their federal counterparts have asked that people share cell phone video from the shooting site or elsewhere that might help bring the manhunt to a swift conclusion. Of course, you know, everybody, there's dozens of stories of what people were doing, where they went after. I know right now there's some contention with Uber ride sharing services because there was a surge during the time, so people were charged higher fares. But of course, that is because it's an algorithm. You know, it sees a surge in supply and demand,
Right.
so it's just gonna, you know, do what it's programmed to do. So Uber says that they are going to be refunding people during that time who were affected by this. So
All right.
very much a developing story, very active manhunt still going on, and this is crazy.
Well, it's safe to say that there's no manhunts going on over here. Now,
Sean.
uh,
HR. Where is HR?
now, what's this guy's name again?
Frank James.
Okay, Frank.
Black man?
Before we get out
Yeah,
of
he
here.
is black.
Okay, before we get out
I was
of here.
shocked when I saw him.
62
Bu-
years
before
old.
before we get out of here, and God bless. Frank James, you are a complete idiot, Frank. Frank James, whatever issues you had for being upset with folks, that's my phone. Whatever issues you have being upset with society, you could have easily slammed your head up against the wall. You are so pathetic, Frank James, that you go and cause all this chaos in the New York City subway system where everybody's just going to work and minding their business. Did you go to any terrorist school? You might as well had just did this act and stood right there and surrendered. Thank God nobody died. Jesus Christ. And then you're going to go rent a U-Haul truck. They found you they didn't find, they're looking for you.
Yeah,
but they know exactly who you are because you're pathetic. I'm not advocating what you did. You rented a van from Philadelphia with your credit card. or whatever. And you drove to New York. They see all of this happening. There's cameras all over the place. They see you in the subway. Everybody's taking video of you. You're 62 years old. You're a black man. How much did you pay? They know where you dropped fireworks. He dropped fire. He had M8. The guy had firecrackers with him.
Crazy.
Dropped the firecrackers on the floor with his credit card.
Not the credit card. He's not used
We
to being a
need to
criminal.
find you immediately. You spend the rest of your freaking natural life in jail, not because of this act, because you're a freaking idiot. You have to be found, and you have to go to jail for causing all this pain because of what you're going through in your life, that you got to project to other people that have nothing to do with what's going on with you. That's why I don't understand why instead of us trying to work on our own issues, we immediately find the easy way out and hurt other people. This Frank James, these people had nothing to do with what's going on in your life.
Right.
But you have to come to New York from Philadelphia. You got an address in Wisconsin. They know your cousin, your mother. They're going to put the pressure on everybody. You are not going to come into the New York City subway system, light up fireworks, grenades, and shoot people.
Right.
And then walk away and think that they're not going to find you. And don't punk out and kill yourself, Frank. Just come on in. You're 62 years old. You're an idiot. You're a 62-year-old mental midget. You are a pathetic person on this planet. You need to spend the rest of your life in jail. You have no resources, Frank. Frank, if you had resources like a Mission Impossible, you would have had all your vans in different names, in different states, and all this other thing. You went as what's his name? Frank James. You went as Frank James.
Frank James.
You committed a terrorist act as Frank James. Your pictures posted all over the world.
Right, all over.
The people in Ukraine, they know you did the stupid crap. Frank, turn yourself in. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
They over there at your mom's house, your kid's house. They at your job. They are tracking you down, dummy. And why would you go over to that side of Brooklyn in a regular neighborhood? Princess, what's up with that neighborhood? That's a regular neighborhood. I could see, Senny, a commercial area. The Barclays Center, the Atlantic Avenue, down in downtown Brooklyn. What are you doing, Frank? James?
I don't know.
You crazy.
Yo, we need to find you now.
Definitely.
Oh, they're going to find him. Listen.
Yeah, they're going to find him.
They're going to find him because
Definitely.
Frank going to do something stupid. Frank going to go over there to Wendy's and have those chicken nuggets that Senny used to eat.
Somebody going to turn him in. Not the chicken.
I do want some nuggets.
And then they're gonna catch you in the stupid Wendy's with your nuggets, and they're gonna arrest you. And you know where it's gonna be? Somewhere in Idaho. Where are you going?
Where you
You
going,
have
Frank?
no money. And Frank, how much money did you spend to do this dastardly act? What did you thousands of dollars to do this to your life? Oh, my God. You shooting. How many people did you shoot? 10, 12, 15? What's wrong with you?
10,
Thank
multiple
God
people.
nobody died. And you causing all this ruckus for what? Because you're so self-centered and narcissistic? That you got to put the spotlight on you because you pissed off. What are you pissed off about? Because we all are at some degree in our lives, but we don't go to the subway and fire. See, what do you have? Fireworks?
Yeah, something to
fireworks,
make it smoke.
Have to
filled.
smoke?
Smoke grenades.
He had the fire rings from Ringling Brothers Barbi. What's wrong with you, bro?
He was executing a plan.
Yeah.
That he had and only he knew about. Mm-hmm. It's the problem with this world.
Boy, find Frank. All right, guys, we are out of here. God bless you guys. Everybody, find Frank. And then all his cell phone video.
Right. Find Frank.
Oh yeah, the cameras in the subway. You know, what's Eric Adams coming up under fire because the subway cameras were malfunctioning, not working correctly.
Right.
So that is a problem that they need to fix as
Definitely.
well.
And also, before we get out here, there's also a logistic problem. I think they can never fix Senny J. It's just the New York City subway, which is the biggest subway system, I think maybe in the world, but definitely in this country. How do you protect it? How do
The
you do
least
that?
you could do is have cameras that work. We all know how to do
we
that.
need to
They
see some cameras that work,
got these
Sean.
red light cameras
Right.
hitting everybody, and on E-Pass and Easy Pass and all these bridges and stuff. So they
can't
know
have
how to
regular
get cameras. In Times Square, there's one on every damn thing. They can
think-
see everybody, but the
Right.
subways where they've been having all these spontaneous acts lately of violence.
That's where the cameras
They
need
need
to
to
be
be
I-
at least having that because you know you don't have enough police force to be walking the beat.
Uh-huh.
So
I
use
think
the
they
tools
should
that
do-
are available to you.
Senny J, I think that they should have
Yes.
the TSA agents at every stop,
I mean,
24
but even
hours,
still,
checking bags.
But
I know it's impossible, but I think it's something that they should
The cameras would definitely be their third eye.
Right.
do. Yeah, but the cameras, right? So what?
That's your
How
first thing
how
of
many-
defense.
Yeah,
At
the
least you can
cameras.
find these
First.
people
The
or to
cameras.
know that something's happening so you can send people there faster.
You'll have a better reaction.
Well, New York City, we getting out of here. New York City, y'all be careful out there. Stay vigilant, my friends.
Yeah.
Put on your bombshells and all kind of masks, whatever you when you going to work. Be careful, New York City, because they still haven't found Frank.
There's going to be more traffic. That's what's going to happen because everybody's going to be like, no, I'm taking the Uber. Or Dira said she took the ferry. She walked like 10 blocks.
Right.
She was like, I'm taking the ferry.
And back to that, and then we'll get out here. Uber, give people back their money. Knock it off. I know it's your algorithms. Give people back their money. Stop. You probably charge $100 to go around the corner and stop. Knock it off. And if no one would have said nothing, you would have probably kept the money anyway. Give people back their money. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're out.
Bye, y'all.
Got a mad?